Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So the biggest rave right now in the beauty industry is the Fenty beauty line by Rihanna. I have been waiting to get my hands on some of their foundation. I'm not rich, so I couldn't afford to buy everything from the line. There are a few things that I definitely want to try out, but the number one thing that I wanted to try out was the foundation. So I scoured the malls for a Sephora that carried my shade, and I bought it this weekend. Well, as you can probably hear, I am recovering from a cold, so I didn't get a chance to play in it. I feel a bit better today, so I wanted to take some time to try it out, see what I thought about it, my first impressions of it, and yeah, share it with you guys. I know y'all been waiting on these Fenty beauty reviews because y'all don't want to spend all that money on it before knowing whether or not it's going to be worth it. So I get it. So if you're interested in knowing what I think about this foundation, keep watching. First things first, check out my makeup though. This is the newest palette, edition number 4 from the Deck of Scarlet. Subscription is bomb. The Fashion Freak is the artist-in-chief of this particular palette. I highly recommend it. I think my favorite part about it is there are so many things. So I highlight it with this silvery color, which I normally don't do because I feel like that's so dramatic, but that is probably my favorite part of the palette. It's a silver, a deep burgundy, and a gunmetal black. It's really pretty. Those are the 3 shadows, and then they have like a a deep rouge for a blush, and then a highlighter, and this purple lip. Come through Deck of Scarlet and Fashion Freak. Y'all did that. I am pleased yet again. So back to Fenty Beauty, the foundation. So the first thing that I noticed about this foundation when I opened the bottle and squirted 1 pump on my hand, because that's where I tried it, is the phenomenal smell. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's almost like I don't know if perfume is the right word or thing to compare it to, but it does smell very perfumish. Is that even a word? So I would say it probably has some sort of fragrance in it. So I would say if you have sensitive skin, then you probably want to stay away from this foundation. I'm sorry, I know. I mean, I used to have very sensitive skin when I was younger. It's gotten better over the years. I have not really had a problem with foundations that, you know, have sort of a fragrance to them, but yeah, if you are one of those people, I'm sorry. Anyway, it smells very good. The second thing that I noticed when I pumped it, when I did the initial pump, was the fact that it's very thin. You guys know that I love the NYX Total Drop Control foundation. I think that's what it's called. And that is extremely watery. Like you use a eyedropper to put it on your face. And it's very thin and it dries very matte, but the reason why I love it so much is because it's buildable. So like I can put 1 drop and that'll be like, you know, a sheer coverage. I can put 3 drops and it'll be full coverage. So that's why I love it so much. With this, it's not as thin as that, but it is very watery. So if you squirt 1 on your face, it will sort of like run down a bit. You don't need to put a lot of layers on. I think I may have done 2 layers, if that, really, like 1.5 layers, if that makes any sense, today. And as you can see, we're working with pretty full coverage. The other thing that I love about it so much is the fact that it's so thin. It feels like your skin. It looks like your skin. Like, this absolutely looks like a $34 bottle of foundation. It's bomb, but it don't feel like I'm all caked up. It doesn't look like I'm all caked up. I probably could have used a different concealer today, but that's neither here nor there. The one thing that I will say is a con, and this might just be a thing with all like super matte foundations. I don't like it when the foundation dries down too fast. Like I might put my foundation on and then take my brush and like spend not a lot of time, but a pretty decent amount of time blending in one side. And by the time I get to the other side, I gotta like work for it. You know what I mean? I like that some foundations take a little bit longer to dry down. That's the only con that I have about this foundation. Y'all, it's worth $34, but let's talk about this for a second. Like not even talking about the foundation itself and like how it's perfection on anyone's skin. Let's give a shout out to Riri real quick, because y'all, when I saw, like I had heard about the Fenty beauty line, I was just like, I'm not really too excited about that, whatever. But let me tell you something, when I saw that picture that showed all 40, I think it was 40 shades, it might even have been more than that, I honestly don't remember, but all of them shades that she got, practically from all the way white to all the way black, I was like, Rihanna, girl, you did that. Shout out to Riri for doing it for the culture. I'm gonna be honest, I don't normally have a problem finding my shade. In most cases, even in the most limited line, I can probably go the darkest shade and find a pretty decent match. But I understand where my sisters are coming from. My sisters and my brothers with them deep dark skin shades, and not even the ones with like super deep dark skin, because it's sometimes those beauty lines stop at me and I'm like deep dark. But for my brothers and sisters that are you know, darker skin, and for my sisters and brothers that have albinism and are looking for a foundation that matches their skin tone and doesn't make them look yellow, listen, Rihanna is here for y'all, and so am I. So I say all that to say, y'all can look at this and see how flawless this foundation is. It blends beautifully. It works with my concealer, which is $10 concealer from the drugstore, and she caters to all shades of black people. Oh, a couple other things that I want to try on the line that I've only heard great things about, and then I'm going to tell y'all what I will not be trying on the line. I want to try those matchsticks, the matchstick trio, which is the contour shade, the highlight shade, and then the glow shade. I want to try some of the shimmer palettes or the highlighting palettes that she has. I'm also going to try the primer for the foundation. I have a really hard time, because I have oily skin, of finding a primer that is mattifying yet not super drying. So yeah, I'm planning to try the primer one day. I'm broke, so I can't just be going and buying a whole bunch of stuff from Rihanna's line. I love you, girl, but you're not paying my bills. And unless you want to send me some Fenty beauty products in the mail so I can review them, I'm gonna have to wait till that paycheck get here. One thing I will not be trying is the Trophy Wife highlighter. I'm not gonna do it, y'all. I know that was like the biggest thing with this line, because it was like all over your face, and like y'all saw all the people that was trying it on at the launch, and Rihanna put it on herself, and like, I get it, y'all was sized, it's beautiful, but y'all, I am too light-skinned for all that yellow. It's way too yellow for me. I just can't, y'all. I won't. So I probably will not purchase the Trophy Wife. It's extremely pigmented and it's way too yellow for my skin tone. I've seen a lot of people use it as an eyeshadow, which I believe would be beautiful, but I already have eyeshadows that are that color, so I don't really feel the need to pay. I think it's $25 for that. And when people have used it as a highlighter, they've used way too much of it, and like, it's very high fashion. Like, it's not something that I would wear every single day, and I don't think that anyone else should wear it every single day. It almost looks like something that you would see like a high fashion runway model like doused in during New York Fashion Week. But I am absolutely supporting Rihanna in every other way. I just won't be purchasing that one thing from the line. So yeah, this is my little quick review. I'm gonna leave this on for a little bit. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, the girl W Big Hair, or Facebook, the girl W /Big Hair.
The girl W /Big Hair.
Yes, that's right. To see how I like it after a few hours. I'm gonna keep it on. I mean, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna kind of do some stuff around the house with my makeup on. And yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. I know you don't have to, but you do. See y'all next time. Bye.